I'm eating crackers.
And we are live.
You're so dumb.
Look, I squeezed it in right before. It was by accident. It was by accident.
Anybody that watches this after the fact, like, what the hell were they laughing about? Bruce is an ass. That's what we were laughing about. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm an ironic ass, though.
Oh, welcome everybody to the SDU Special Dummies Unit with the quartet of weirdness. There we go. I couldn't think of the word.
It's not a menage a trois. We're a quattro.
Quartet.
A quadrata? What?
A quadrotet.
Oh, Lord. We'll wait a little bit and get a few people in here before we get into our stuff.
So come on, two people, get online.
There's only one right now.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. Fred is unloading them tonight. He's starting off hot.
He's getting it. He's getting it.
That's
before
great.
we came
so
on,
great.
he was getting on me. You said 8 o'clock last week, and I literally don't even remember what I ate for lunch today. So remembering what I said last week.
I know. And that's true, Fred. David gets to the bathroom and he's like, what the fuck did I come in here for?
Well, I'm here. I might as well go to the bathroom because the second I sit down, I'm going to have to go.
Oh, Lord.
I've been there.
Right.
I've been there. This gray in my beard is not for
like,
show.
That's like me. I was in the yard today. I was like, why is I'm in the yard? And there's no reason.
He's like, there's no air conditioner out here.
Fucking standing out there.
Hey, to be completely honest, like, dude, today felt nice. Like, the sun was out, but it wasn't like rough, and
it wasn't too cold either.
Are you sure you're feeling well? Because you're lying. It did not.
We got to think about it. He's up a little farther up than we are.
Northeast Arkansas was feeling good all day. There was a slight
he's up there with the mosquitoes and the big old cockroaches.
There was a slight breeze blowing.
I wouldn't know inside of my fucking little office.
I bet y'all cockroaches.
I don't know, man.
No, those are called water bugs. Those big ass cockroaches are called water bugs.
So
those things are horrible.
So I'm in an office too, but every now and then I got to stretch my legs, and I'm forklift certified. So any ladies out there that heard that, I'm taken. So don't even try to.
What kind of forklift?
Come at me. What
kind of forklift?
I don't even know. It's just a regular forklift.
Can you do a stand-up forklift?
Yeah, I could do a stand-up. It's easy. They're all basic. They're all basically the same. The ones that takes me a minute, almost like a zero turn. Those ones that has the little steering wheel.
Yeah, that's what I drove. So I drove a stand-up one that had the little weird steering wheel doohickey, and you drive backwards.
Right.
Hey, I am halfway there, Jason. Just want to let you know that.
No, you're still the whole way away from it. I mean,
it's like
you know what I'm saying.
You're not like on the other side of Little Rock.
Hey, you know what I'm saying, Jason? This
side. Talking about this right here.
This side is ready. This side is very emotional. So yeah.
Well, and that's true because like that was honestly we've been set for this show for a while, and it was very difficult to. We were also asked on another memorial show, and it was very difficult to say, we're already booked. We can't do that. So yeah, this is gonna be a rough weekend.
Yeah.
In that sense. So but we'll just leave it at that.
So I'm
definitely ready for the show.
So I'm gonna make sure I bring a roll of toilet paper. It's gonna be very.
I would bring tissue. I would bring tissue unless you're.
Somebody might beat ass and try to take it, Fred.
Unless you're planning on a brownout.
Yeah.
Dude, no, okay, so you go to Walmart and like it's like when a storm hits, like everybody buys up all the bread and the milk. Like what they don't understand is that all the toilet paper that comes into any place that that sells toilet paper, it's made in the United States. We don't get our toilet paper from overseas, so it's not going to be on any one of those boats.
Yeah,
But
I don't understand it. Why do you try to want milk and all that stuff? Like why are you gonna fight over it?
well, yeah, it don't make no
People are
sense.
stupid.
People panic buy. But I mean, I kind of understand. Like if you've gone to the store and you've seen that there's some shortages of things. Like we did just have that big hurricane that literally friggin' turned over and to our east side of the state of the country. So like my heart goes out to those people, and I hope all the best for them and everything goes well and they can recover.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Roland, what you pouring over there? Oh, Sprite.
Sprite.
What are you putting in that Sprite?
Oh no, nothing right now.
He's drinking Sprite remix.
Oh. Man, where is our viewers tonight?
Maybe they just don't love us no more.
I guess. I don't know.
Dude, look what the wife bought me.
Oh,
I have that one.
Beetle guys.
oh.
Yeah, I was.
We've got like a very large collection of those Toonie Terrors like that.
Dude, they're so cool. I've
We
sort of
just-
been sleeping. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying we just picked up. We already had a Leatherface, but we just picked up the Leatherface with the female.
Oh, right on.
And the grandma wig and stuff.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
picked that one up the other
Cool.
day.
So like these aren't, to me, these aren't like Funko Pops.
Yeah.
I probably own like 6 Funko Pops, but only
That's because
like-
they were given to you.
right.
Like I know you got a new werewolf one.
Yeah, I totally do. Like that's a freaking trip.
Yeah,
Thank you, by the way.
You're going to have to send me a picture so I can see it.
Dude, you were with us when we bought it for him. At Kapow.
Oh, okay.
You dumbass.
All right.
I'm a stab you.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and start our stuff.
Yeah, we might as well.
All right, go ahead. All right, go rolling.
Where
Whoa.
what?
We should just-
Wow.
Oh.
David's jealous
I like
now because he don't have one.
Well, see, if you make one of me, you would save money on making teeth.
oh my god.
But the money that you saved on teeth, you would have to spend on height because you're just freakishly tall.
Or Bruce's hair.
Adding the beard.
Yeah,
Your Funko, he just gives you this big ball of hair.
almost like Cousin It with legs.
All right. So what we're doing this week? Last week we did a thing where Fred's top 10. It was top 10 movies. So this week Roland actually put out the thing there to do for the rest of us to do our top 7 movies. Now it didn't say the top 7 best movies. It's top 7 our favorite movies is how we're going to do this. So because I guarantee you, looking at my list, some people are going to disagree with me like a sumbitch.
Hey, they did the same thing with me when I revealed number 1.
Oh yeah, because you said fucking Chucky.
I got so many.
That's a garbage
Hey,
thing.
I
My
got
number
so many-
1 movie is anything that co-stars Will Ferrell and Jack Black. I don't know if that movie exists,
Together
but I
at the
will
same time.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
they're like it's the 4th installment of the Human Centipede.
With just them.
Yeah, just Jack Black singing.
And they're not ass to mouth, they're ass to ass, so they both can still talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go rolling.
Oh, we just
Why am I going first?
All right, go Bruce.
All right, I'll go
No.
first.
We can just go like
butt licker.
What's up?
You want me
I
to
guess
go?
we'll just go clockwise.
Go from baldy. Go from big
So
forehead.
I was gonna say
to
we're
little-
all bald, you
Go
dumb.
from
Hey,
big
then
forehead
that
to little
one, then
forehead
David.
to
Clockwise is like
That's
that.
counterclockwise.
I'll
Bruce.
start off. I don't give a shit. and this is gonna be funny. And I did this on purpose but number 7 on my list was the movie Seven. I absolutely love that movie. I think it is dark, twisted, but it
Everyone.
also it's I don't know. I thought it was very well done. The way I picked my list was movies I would watch more than once.
Right.
I definitely. So 7 is my number 7. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. I thought phenomenal job. The ending I thought was just iconic. So definitely.
Oh yeah, it was a trip.
Yeah.
Whoa,
All right,
yeah,
I'll give it a 7.5. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
Chris
7
over
gets
here
a 7.5.
ranking system.
I'll give it a 7.5.
It should have been a 7. 7 at number 7 gets a 7.
Get that's because it's number 7.
My number 7 is Henry Cavill's Superman.
Ooh, okay.
Right on.
What's
I
the thing is, I've
really
never even watched it.
what?
I've never
Bro.
watched the actual Superman movie.
Dude, you have got to watch Man of Steel. I loved how they made a Superman movie, but didn't call it Superman, and he didn't even put on the suit until almost the end. I dug that, and Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's my Superman as well.
I think Roland only picked it because he's got a boner for that Cavill guy.
No, but he's the best Superman ever.
Really, and only because Christopher Reeves passed.
Right.
I will give you that.
Dean
Cain was really good Superman.
Dean Cain was good, yeah.
All right, Brucey
All right.
Bruce.
My number 7.
Oh wait,
Oh.
Fred has to give it his.
I'm gonna give an honest opinion on it. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I was gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 9.
I like that.
Because of that part.
I thought you said because of that fart. I was like, wait, that farted?
Yeah.
All right.
Brucey
I'm
Bruce.
about to take y'all guys way back.
Oh God.
My number 7 is Short Circuit.
Oh, me, Johnny Five alive.
I remember that movie.
The craziest part about that is the actor, I can't remember his name, the main human, the scientist guy. That guy was the same white guy that was in like every like Lethal Weapon movie from the 80s or like any kind of 80s type movie. He was a white guy. He wasn't even Indian.
Huh. I
I
can't remember. It's been so long since I've watched it, but yeah,
but he played the character so well that,
Man,
let's see
that
here.
takes me back.
Wow.
I couldn't even like.
Was it Mel Gibson?
No. His let me see.
Sorry,
Here.
so you said the white guy in Lethal Weapon.
This guy right here, Stephen Fisher.
Oh, I love that dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
He played an Indian so well, an Indian character so well that even Indian people thought that they cast an Indian in that role.
Oh wow.
Okay, so yeah, I remember that. It reminds me of the other one, the other robot movie too, that Short Circuit movie. There's
RoboCop?
another robot movie. No, RoboCop is on there, but there's
Just playing.
Short Circuit. I honestly didn't even dawn on me for that because I haven't seen it in so long.
Dude,
Yeah.
forever.
A lot of nostalgia.
Right.
y'all know what I'm talking about. He basically alone on the planet, and he meets this girl. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Not
Dude,
a
that
clue.
is so cool.
Are you
I would
talking about
love
a
to.
cartoon?
No, it's a movie. All right, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's Wally.
That's a cartoon movie. Yeah, that's cartoon.
Yeah, bro. That's
I know
a
what
cartoon.
movie you're talking about, but yeah, it's cartoon. Wally.
Okay.
All right, so on to me.
Yep.
All right, boys, I'm gonna give it an 8. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, an 8. Hey, hell yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, I'm in the lead, baby. Let's go.
Number 6 for me, Office Space.
Ooh,
Oh
I
yeah.
absolutely
Wait, hold
love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, it's a classic. It's a
Dude,
cult
I've watched
classic.
that movie so many times. I just absolutely love that movie. And then like his neighbor is what really sells me, Diedrich Bader.
Yeah.
What would you do if you had, $1 million? 2 women at the same time. I think if I had that kind of much money, I could make that happen. I don't know. I love it. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I love that movie.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to find it. 'Cause I don't think I remember.
I
don't
can't
think
believe as
remember
many
watching
times
it.
as I've watched that movie.
Dude,
Like,
so that stapler, that red stapler, like when that movie like came out, like shortly after, like dude, that stapler, the whole brand, like it blew up.
I actually have that brand. It's gray, but I have that
Yeah.
brand of stapler at work. That is my stapler. You don't fucking touch my stapler. All the
That's
other
right.
ones are cheap plastic bullshit.
Right,
Don't
right.
touch
And it
my
was a metal
stapler.
one.
I'll burn the place down.
All right, back. Okay, before y'all continue, y'all have to check out the trailer. Mel Gibson's got a little horror movie out. I watched it, and it's got the kid from The Sandlot in it too. Definitely have to check it out. It's really
All
good.
those kids are adults now.
Yeah, they Small's in it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
I heard like some of those kids like grew up to be like criminals.
Yeah,
One of them,
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
All right, RoboCop.
Number six. Stephen King's Silver Bullet.
Ooh, okay. I love that.
Classic
I
movie.
definitely really like the movie. I can't put it in my top 10, but I definitely really like the movie. Yeah, anything by Stephen King, I've always enjoyed. Though.
Right.
Definitely giving that one. I'm definitely giving that one an 8. That one was
So
Lord,
like
our ass.
the yeah, he is. So the original, like the book was actually a short story called Phases of the Moon or Moon Phases or some junk like that. It was really good.
Werewolf thing. I knew Bruce would know all about it.
All right. So right. So my number, what are we on? 6?
Yes.
All right, my number 6, Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh.
Man, that's another one I have not seen in a very long time.
But you know what? I hate to say this. I didn't really like it.
What? Dude, when that thing came out, I wanted to ride on the Pork Chop Express.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I really
And
don't
the ending scared the hell out of me because like he's driving in the rain and then that thing's at the bottom. I was like, holy crap.
Fred?
That's a really good movie. I'm gonna have to like give that a maybe. I'm gonna give it a close 8. I'm gonna give it a close 8. Okay.
But yeah, 7 only got a 7.
It got a 7.5. It got a 7.5.
Bro, we can't get close to 7. We need a number here. I'm trying to keep score.
Okay, number 8. I'll give it. Okay, another 8. There you go, Bruce. Number 8.
Right
okay.
on.
All right, so we rounded number 5.
Number 5.
For me, Gangs of New York.
Oh.
Daniel Day-Lewis as Billy
Dude,
Butcher.
yes.
Phenomenal character work. I mean,
Dude, that
just
movie was
The fight scene right at the fucking beginning of the movie.
Oh man, the whole movie is just like
it reminded me.
phenomenal.
It reminded me so much of in pieces of The Warriors.
It did. Yes.
That is one of my favorite movies too. The Warriors.
Come out.
But yeah, like I said, for me, like I said, Daniel Day-Lewis just sold it all day long. I mean, he just like character acting to a T.
Yeah, dude.
You genuinely think this man is unhinged, you know.
Right.
I really like that movie. I told you some of my picks would throw people off.
It threw me off because I can't even rank it because I don't think I even seen the movie, so I can't rank it.
Oh yeah, dude, we gotta fucking watch that movie. I ain't watched it in a little while.
Okay.
Robo, I keep getting movies that I can't get ranked because Fred ain't watched them.
Well, you might not see this one. Number 5 for me is The Right
The
Right.
with Anthony Hopkins. He's an exorcist.
Oh yeah.
I know what movie you're talking about. I have not watched it.
And at the end, he ends up getting possessed himself.
Yes. Real scary.
I know
movie.
of the movie.
Great movie. It was so different for Anthony Hopkins to be in that.
Leo's
I did
buddy
not
in
know
Gangs
that.
of New York was Elliot and E.T. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, like I said, I know what movie you're talking about though. Like I said, but I have not watched it. So
Yeah, it's good.
obviously,
It's one of
Fred
those.
can't
It's one of
take
those
it.
good. It's one of those
Oh,
good like religious exorcist
Fred,
type movies.
just because Roland said it, Fred's gonna like rank it like a 9.5, just so he can keep beating our
I
asses.
don't think I remember it, so I'm not gonna say anything on that. I don't think I remember it.
All right, Brucey Bruce, number 5.
All right, number 5 for me, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
Yeah,
I loved everything about that movie, like the cinematography, the just the choreography and the fight scenes. I'm not a movie critic, but like I loved the premise of the movie. I love that the character of Indiana Jones has been like
I don't think
at least
Roland agrees with
at
you.
least it wasn't like Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls with Indiana Jones and aliens.
I still want to see Indiana. It was on the other day, the last Indiana Jones movie.
If you like your manhood and you like your Indiana Jones a badass, do not watch that movie.
Oh,
He gets
Roland.
completely emaciated and his nuts cut off, clean off.
Roland, tell us why
Yeah.
you're quarreling.
The fuck Indiana Jones.
What?
Yeah, dude. Fucking lame ass movies. Oh, I got a whip. Fuck him.
Dude, back in the day,
bro.
I wish you got squished by that fucking boulder. That'd been a great movie. I'd have watched that.
He was a badass, dude. He outran it.
It's fucking lame. So shitty, dude.
Nah, dude. Young Harrison Ford. Come on now.
I am not the biggest Indiana Jones fan, but I won't go that far.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's definitely that one is definitely an 8.5 on mine. I
Fuck you, Fred.
That hurts my feelings. That hurts my feelings, bro.
Oh, I'm glad it's in your top.
You
Like,
got a
it's cool.
higher ranking than I've gotten in anything.
We didn't even score this round, all because Fred don't know movies.
All right, well, we're on to yeah, right there.
Number 4.
All right, so number 4, we discussed some last week because it was in Fred's grouping. The original Nightmare on Elm Street, hands down to me, the best of the entire series. Genuinely creepy, genuinely terrifying, because you don't see a whole lot of him like fully.
Right. And we talked about this last week. The art of the scare has kind of gone away with the jump scare. Like, don't show your monster within the first few minutes of the movie. Bleed it, let it bleed a little bit, soak it up, let it marinate.
Now the ending was a little weird, but that wasn't the original ending they wanted. But but no, seriously though, like I said, when it comes to something like that, like horror movies too, that's one of my favorite of all time.
So Roland, I'm giving it a 9. I really like it.
Oh, suck on that, bitches.
Okay, I got you.
You're missing 2 votes.
Fred's opinion is the only one that matters right now. At least
that's 3 votes. That's 3 votes of you are. That's 3 votes of 3.
Dream Warriors.
Hey, that was a good movie.
Is very close to is in my top 10.
Right.
Not quite in the 7, but that honestly, like, that was the best one before it fully became meta horror.
Right?
Yeah.
What is is that the one with the child?
Yes, they all have childs in them.
It's when they're in the mental institution, Fred.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they had to stay awake, but they keep giving them sleeping pills.
Yeah.
But they have to stay awake.
Number 4.
Ninja Turtles.
I thought.
Heck yeah.
Ow, okay.
That's what's
Which
up.
one? Number 3.
The first one. Nope, definitely
Number
the
3,
first
right?
one.
Look, if you know anything about Roland, number 3 does not exist.
Oh.
The original Ninja Turtles. Yes, that's number 4.
Yeah,
I would almost go as far to say they slapped us in the face with 2. Instead of giving us Bebop and Rocksteady, they gave us friggin' Toka and Razar. They could have. They could have given us Bebop and Rocksteady, but instead they didn't.
They were trying to be original-ish.
Original-ish. It was their own property.
Fred, I need my
yeah. We got to
score. Ninja Turtles, Fred.
I do like Ninja Turtles.
4.
No,
number 4 gets a 4.
There's not going to be a 4.
This is true. They did give us Kevin Nash Shredder.
That's
Super
true.
Nash.
He said I can't do half, so I'm going to say an 8.
Hey, it's still pretty good.
But I was
still
gonna
pretty
do
good.
8.5. But okay.
No, I said you can do halves. You just can't. You said close to 8. Like, what fucking number is that? Like,
it's 7.62. 7.62. Just round up.
Right. Bruce there.
Number 4. The Burbs.
Oh,
Tom Hanks.
ooh, that's a really.
Not bad.
He was really young. He was fresh off of was it Big? I think Big was shortly before that.
Yeah.
It was a classic movie of suburban paranoia.
Yeah,
and then the ending, like the whole movie, you're like, oh, he's just crazy. His wife's not there and he's going crazy. He's stirring himself into a froth. But then the freaking trunk opens up and all the skeletons fall out, and you're like, holy crap.
That was really good.
It was a twist. It was a twist from hell, dude. And yeah, Corey Feldman was in it. Dude, they had a bunch of it was just a great movie.
Frederick?
Okay. That one, oh man.
5.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna say a 5 because
No, that's what I say.
Bruce would be like, what?
No, I won't. Like this is your voting. Whatever you think, man. Like whatever you come up with. Like it's not. I ain't gonna hate on you.
I will. I'm gonna say a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 because I did like it. I'm gonna give it a 7. Okay?
But it's not a movie that you would particularly watch over and over again.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it over and over.
If you had just watched it and then you were flipping through the channels like 3 days later, it's not like you would like seen it again and stick around for it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Roland, what are you thinking?
Oh, he gets to vote too. No. Yeah. I got you. What do you think?
And it's for number 4. Dude, I feel like you probably have more that you would watch before that. I'm going to give it a 6.
No. You don't get to vote. Like you don't like your vote doesn't count.
Your opinion on the movie is
No, I hate the movie.
You hate the Burbs. Damn. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is.
I don't hate the movie.
I don't hate it. Right. I don't say I hate it. I wasn't like, oh, this is the worst movie ever. I just wasn't.
Because Chucky exists.
Dude, when I was a kid, like the Burbs, like I looked at it as more of a scary movie.
I don't like him as an actor.
I don't really like him as a person, but
he's a dick.
That's for our conspiracy podcast.
All right, what are we on? We are on number 3.
All right, now this one, my wife fucking hates me for. And I have watched this movie so many damn times, and I can still go in there and watch it right now.
I know what it is.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yep.
Dude, yes.
I absolutely love that movie. It is so
No, I'm really surprised that was number 3 for you.
So the first time I watched that movie, I was like, what the hell is this? And then I had to watch it again because I rented it. So
I laughed so hard throughout the entire movie. that I almost pissed myself, and I still will go in there and do the same exact thing right now.
Guys, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Whoa.
Never seen Napoleon Dynamite. You might want to give it a chance.
Yeah, give it a chance.
So anyway,
Oh. Yeah, give it a chance.
Oh, like
it's so dry. It's so dry.
Oh, dude,
great.
it's just that. So there was another movie that was similar to that, but like a fever dream, and it was called Gentlemen Broncos. It was wild.
We got quiet.
Oh, darn!
Bruce, it's
Surveillance llamas.
It's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
And no one got the reference because we're old, bro. Because we're old. Do the chickens have large talons?
The Exorcist.
Ooh, okay.
Definitely
Hell yeah.
love that movie.
Which one?
The original. The one that scared the shit out of people.
Now,
the one
right.
that put horror movies like on the map. Like that started the new age.
Oh yeah, dude!
Horror.
Like the crazy, like just the like. I almost would go as far to say that there would be no The Rite if there wasn't The Exorcist.
Right.
It
now,
really
into the second or third one because
no. I mean, it really stood the genre of like religious horror up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Just-
And I feel like it was kind of a little ahead of its time too, because
Right, and even people who didn't believe in that were like, "Fuck, I don't want to get possessed." Like,
right. Damn dogs, man, going crazy.
Oh, Fred, you didn't give David's score.
Oh,
Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite.
6.5.
All right, what about The Exorcist?
That one, that's another good one. I'm gonna give that one another. You're gonna get another 9 for that one. That one was good.
Oh, you're fucking crushing
That
it
one was
tonight.
good, yeah. When I hit,
Oh yeah, because you had the same favorite movies as Fred.
Hey, when I hit,
These were not even in his top 10.
yeah, I
Fuck
didn't
you.
even miss that one. When the girl head spin, I try to do that. I can't do it.
Oh no, dude, you'll break your neck. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, keep trying that, Fred. I'm curious.
All right, Bruce.
Another one that's going to take you way back, The Explorers.
I don't think
So
I've seen
the
that.
the premise of the movie, it's got Ethan Hawke in it when he was like 12. These four kids, they build a spaceship out of an old washing machine and a bunch of other junk.
Oh, dude, I seen this. I didn't recognize it until I seen the fucking the girl alien.
Yeah. Dude, that was a trip as a kid. Yes, right there it is.
I've seen it. Don't
That
remember
looks
it.
familiar, but I know I haven't seen the movie.
What year?
The costume design was through the
Came
roof.
Came out in
What do you-
'85. So I saw it when I
Oh,
was.
so when
I
Fred
saw
was
it when I was.
52.
So I saw it when I was probably. I probably saw it like 3 or 4 years later because in '85 I was 2. It had River Phoenix and Ethan Hawke in it. Those were the most notable.
That was a good pick.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was a classic.
Yeah, good pick.
Fred, can you give that one a score?
That one is getting a 6. But
All right,
don't
I'll take it.
remember I don't remember it.
So you're going to score it even though you don't remember it, you pecker?
I don't.
All right, so we are on to number 2.
Ooh.
My number 2 is going to blow your mind.
And this
No,
one might
so's mine.
get y'all off guard, but the first Avatar.
Right on.
Oh,
Right on.
yeah, that's-
Absolutely love that movie.
Were you one of
watched
those?
that
Were
thing
you one of those people that got really like mental? Like, oh, Pandora was so beautiful. I don't want to live on Earth. I want to live on a fake planet.
No, I just thought it was a really good movie.
Oh, dude, no, it was great. Yeah, Steven Spielberg was amazing.
I really feel like I enjoyed the second one as well, but I feel like they dropped the ball on it a little bit.
You realize it was just Pocahontas, right?
Well, yeah, or like
it was
like
Space
one,
Pocahontas.
Ferngully.
Yeah. Fern Gully. It was Fern Gully.
Fern Gully is actually like one of my favorite cartoon movies ever.
Oh, for real? Yeah. If we did a cartoon top 7, Fern Gully would be right up there.
Well, boom! In 2 weeks, I'll be back on the show.
Tim Curry was great as the freaking Schmog.
Man, how about we do
the bat?
Oh, dude, yeah.
How about we do a top? Fred, you can do a top 10 animated movie, and we'll give our top 7.
Oh, right on.
All right, I know which one I'm gonna put on.
But you get 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so you have 2 weeks to plan.
Ranking.
That one. I like the movie, and it was long, so I'm gonna say 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. What? I say 7.5.
At least you got a score.
It's better than not getting a score.
Swing.
Oh,
Wayne's World.
Definitely a great movie.
Yeah,
for sure. It was cool. Like that was one of the first like SNL movies that took characters from SNL and made them into movies.
Is that he can just make a single little word statement and we automatically know.
Oh yeah, dude, that right there is proof positive of the cultural significance that Wayne's World had. Like almost like Fred, if he was an ice cream flavor, he would be Pralines and Dick.
What the
yes!
Wow.
Okay.
So when they were in the movie Wayne's World, when they were breaking into their movie studio,
yes,
Garth was talking to the security guard, and he was like explaining to him because the guy was like, "No, he told me that he was a cool guy," and he was like, "No. If he was an ice cream flavor, he would be Pralines and Dick." It was hilarious. I don't mean that, Fred. You're a cool guy. I was just trying to get that. Pop culture reference in.
What's your ranking, Fred?
That one is an 8. Definitely, that one was really good because they had some parts in there.
I'm the only one getting movies under an 8.
What? Because some of the movies I've never watched. I'm sorry.
Look at this movie snobs.
I'm just waiting on. I'm just hoping.
All right, this is number 2. What's up?
Praying that in y'all honoree that y'all put that other movie. Because if y'all put that one on there, I'm definitely gonna say a 10. If it's in y'all honoree.
That one.
But I'm not gonna say it. Just
yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Hey, none of us gonna say Chuck.
No, not Chuck.
All right, my number 2. Dog Soldiers.
Ooh, I just watched that the other day.
Okay. Dude, when I tell you I was hoping for a part 2 more than most people. Like, I love the premise of a military unit. I know it happened in Scotland, but I love the premise of a military unit going out to the freaking woods and like encountering an indigenous werewolf, like, and then to be tricked into like a whole pack of them, and the chick that you're trying to save is the alpha female or whatever, the Omega or whatever it's called.
Bruce, that's my 3rd favorite werewolf movie.
I'll definitely have to watch it. I haven't watched it.
Dude, it is the costumes, the werewolves look great.
What app is if we ever watch it?
Do what?
I know what app is on if me and David watch it.
Yeah. Great movie.
Yeah,
number 2 for me.
That one is also an 8 on mine too. Yeah. That one was good.
Oh, is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting voted?
Number 8, yeah.
Oh, right on. I get 8, guys. Woo!
I have a lot of 8s, actually. So.
Well, I mean,
David, you got the only 9, though, dude.
right.
No, I didn't.
Wait.
He scored several of y'all's 9s.
I scored rolling. 2 of them was a 9. Whatever which one it was.
Who's writing this down?
Damn, I don't know. I think I'm winning, though.
Yeah,
Maybe
you-
one of our two. Maybe one of our
so-
2 followers could tell us.
Before we do our number one,
Our
let's
twos
do our
fans.
honorable mention.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I've got 4 honorable mentions
Hey, me too.
that I was in. So I'm just gonna say all 4.
Right.
Full Metal Jacket. Primarily, the reason it didn't bust into my top 7 though is because the first half is better than the second half.
Oh, dude, yeah. The second Vietnam half is like a whole completely different movie.
Yeah, it's like a different
You're
movie.
like, what the hell's going on?
I think Vincent DeForno as Private Pile was just
Oh yeah,
phenomenal.
classic. And then Arlie Ermey's part, like all of his lines he came up with off the top of his head because he really was a Marine drill instructor. So
I didn't remember his name. But
he said the lines. I actually met him before he passed away. He's a really super cool guy. He said all the lines that they wrote for him were garbage and nothing that a drill instructor would actually say. So he was like, I'm just gonna say my own lines.
the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh hell yeah.
Terminator 2. Fucking love that movie. And the Princess
You didn't like the
Bride.
first? You didn't like the first one?
I think the second one's better.
What was that last one?
The Princess Bride.
Okay.
That's David.
Andre the Giant. And,
Oh yes.
oh fuck yeah, dude. Roland, you got honorable mentions you want to throw out there?
Oh, dude. Okay, so I have Tommy Boy.
Ooh,
Classic movie. You probably would have got scored a lot higher if you would have added that to your top 7. Just
God, yeah. I mean, really didn't
but we
write
could
these
we could only pick 7, so
Right.
it's so tough.
Okay, it's called The Judge.
Okay.
It's got Robert Downey Jr. and his dad is a judge, but he ends up getting like cancer or something, and then Robert Downey Jr.'s got to defend him in a court case.
Oh yeah,
Really cool
yeah. I think I vaguely remember watching that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's good.
Next, Tombstone.
Right on.
My last one, Almost Heroes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, nice list.
So
I really love Chris Farley.
Like I said,
Yeah,
these are
for
all-
sure.
These are all honorable mentions.
All right, so far, David and Roland had some interesting one, but the one they didn't have the one I'm surprised they didn't put that one on.
That
there.
was just honorable mentions. We haven't done.
No. What he's saying is he has a movie in his mind that that would have got a 10.
Well, I guarantee you, my number one won't get a 10 from him. But Bruce, what's your honorable mentions?
All right. I know I talk mad shit about this movie, and rightly so.
Turtles 3.
Nope, Howard the Duck.
Dude, that was a gay movie.
No, the only reason why I talk mad shit about it is because of duck titties.
Dude, that's hilarious.
But when I was a kid and I watched that movie, I was like, seriously, duck titties?
Were you slightly aroused?
Maybe
By the duck titties?
I don't know. No. What I'm saying is maybe I don't really remember. I just remember being really weirded out by duck titties.
They were a nice pair of duck titties.
They had feathers all over them. It was weird. Don't make me pull up a picture of them.
Were you scared that your first pair of titties you see was going to have feathers?
No.
Anything else you got in that though?
Anything else I got in what?
Your honorable mentions.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I just was giving it a reason why it was just an honorable mention and not actually on my top 7. So there was a movie called Wolf Cop. It was great.
Yeah, I'm glad that was just in your honorable mention. It
Right,
was
right.
not. It was cheesy.
It was, but you guys know my affection of cheesy horror movies. The Princess Bride, and this movie called Where, WER.
Is that's the one with the dude who it has that weird attraction to the moon?
Yeah.
And
Well,
that
he's
girl
got
has
a genetic disorder,
right, and then he
and
fucking
it comes
kills
on
all
by the
the
moon.
cops.
Yeah, dude. Like the only that should have been in my top 7, but it wasn't. And I can't really explain why it wasn't. But the only other there's 2 other movies besides Where that I really enjoyed the werewolf transformation. Obviously, An American Werewolf in London,
Yeah.
and the Wolfman, the remake with Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
You know, because like, dude, like he's in that surgery theater and he's strapped to a chair and the moon comes over and dude just starts to, he's like, get out. And they're all like, oh, it's fake. And then he turns into a werewolf and kills them all.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
Bitch should have got
But
out.
it was similar to how they did it in Where, like, cause like they had him in this room, they had him strapped to a bed, they open a window and the full moon hits. And then he really starts to,
but he really didn't turn full werewolf, and that's what I loved about it.
Right. Well, and I love the fact that they tried to make lycanthropy a scientific thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a genetic disorder that was passed down through his family, and the moon just happened to trigger it.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
interesting.
If you haven't seen the movie, like I know you have, Roland, but if you haven't seen the movie, like you should check it out. It's pretty cool. It's one of those, it's almost like one of those whodunit kind of things. Cause at first you're like, okay, well, they just got this guy and he just happens to be a country bumpkin and he's just kind of hairy. So they think that he's the werewolf and he's not really the werewolf. So like throughout the whole movie until like closer to the end, you don't know if he is or isn't.
Right. And that woman's trying to defend him.
Yeah. She's trying to defend him. And then like at the end, she finds out that yes, he is. He is in fact genetically a werewolf. Yeah. So.
What?
Yeah. Oh, that's from Teen Wolf.
Oh. I was like, what the hell? All right,
he's at the
so
bar, he turns and then he takes a bite of the beer and it shoots out the sides.
We are at number 1.
All right. So my number 1, one of my favorite movies of all time, Silence of the Lambs.
Ooh.
Hands down, one of the best movies ever made. The psychological horror is just, Anthony Hopkins is just amazing. And I love though that Anthony Hopkins is, he's like not even the main character, but he like essentially becomes the main character.
Yeah. Oh
because of
yeah.
his performance of it. Like the main bad guy is supposed to be, old Bob over here, Bill, whatever. I brain farted just a second there. But Anthony Hopkins just, commands the attention,
Right. Yeah, he commands it with his presence. Yeah.
Definitely.
So what I loved about the Silence of the Lambs movies are, I didn't realize that Anthony Hopkins wasn't the only one to play that character until the movie Red Dragon came out.
I've never watched any of the other ones.
Well,
Red
the
Dragon
first
was cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Ray Fiennes is an amazing actor in that movie. So let me see here.
No, because the guy that they bring down in the mask and the straitjacket doesn't look like Anthony Hopkins.
No. When you take that mask off, then you're like, oh crap. So there was a guy. Let me see here. So there was a movie called Manhunter, and this actor named Brian Cox portrayed Hannibal Lecter in that movie, and then shortly after they came out with the Silence of the Lambs movie. It was almost like that.
This motherfucker is the master of useless knowledge.
Dude, that's cool. That's cool though. I'm surprised. If there was a longer list, a lot of the Ernest movies would go on my list as well. It's almost like so Manhunter, Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon. There was another one, and then the Hannibal movies.
Hannibal.
Okay. Now all those movies are connected, almost like Along Came a Spider, The Bone Collector, Kiss the Girls.
I love the Bone.
Morgan Freeman, and Denzel Washington played the same character in those movies.
Yeah, they were all done by the same writer. So, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Like based off of the same writer's books.
That one definitely, I'm gonna give David a 9 on that one. That one was.
Oh, right on.
I got a 9.
Finally.
All right, rolling.
Yeah, mine wasn't anything super flashy. It's just one movie that I could probably tell you word for word exactly while the movie's playing, and it's Ghostbusters.
Ooh, okay.
Dude, when I was a kid, the library ghost almost made me piss myself.
Like, and you know what? I mean, I loved it so much that the second movie I know wasn't great for people, but I still liked it.
The second one?
Because the first one was so good. I was craving that second movie. And
dude, I loved the premise. I thought that the downfall of the second one, to me, and I'm not a movie critic, but I thought the downfall of the second one, it almost felt like there were 3 different storylines going on at one time. You know, you had the River of Slime, then you had Vigo the Carpathian, and then you had the freaking the curator of the thing trying to get with Dana Barrett, and you had the Keymaster and the Gatekeeper that from the first one, and it's like, what's going on here? Like Lewis and Janine Melnitz were a thing. It was all really it was all a lot going on, but I dug it, just not as much as the first one. You guys have seen the newest one, right?
Not yet.
Not Frozen Empire. We haven't.
Oh, dude, it's good.
No qualms here about it. I'll leave it at
Right.
that.
As much as the what?
Oh, okay.
How do you ban somebody?
No. Okay, like I get what, like I'll give him that. It was cool to see freaking Louis Tully,
there you go.
Rick Moranis, in the outfit. I was hoping to see Janine in it, but we got that.
Rick Moranis was my favorite Ghostbuster.
Oh, dude. It was so cool. Like I wish they could have brought him back. I was hoping that he would have been like an Easter egg, like they kept it a complete under wraps secret, and then boom, the movie came out and he was there. That would have been so cool. Yeah. Good point.
Rolling that one definitely.
Yeah.
I'm giving that an 8.5, close to 9. That one was good.
I do love the movie. Not my top 10, but definitely love the movie.
So number 1 for me.
What werewolf movie is it?
It's going to be Goonies. No, go ahead.
Goonies almost made the list.
Goonies is a classic.
Yeah.
It is a classic. Silver Bullet.
I knew it.
Listen,
and that's not just because of the whole like werewolf gimmick and werewolf thing. I just really enjoyed it.
There was nothing more scarier than the werewolf jumping through the fucking glass.
Oh my gosh!
And landing on the table. That was so terrifying to me.
Yes, and then to have Gary Busey as the cool uncle that like bought him fireworks and hooked up the freaking silver bullet, like
But I like that he
motorized
believed
this
him.
kid's life. Yeah, oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, you know, growing up, like if you had some scary shit go down, like you needed to have that adult that could believe you. And dude, that movie to me, it had it all.
I definitely wouldn't watch it by myself. Yeah.
No,
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
dude.
I can only like visualize
as I'm
glimpses of
sitting
it.
here, like I'm planning as soon as this podcast is over to turn it on.
He's gonna go find it.
I gotta go watch it. Yeah,
Your wife's gonna be sitting over here. This fucking movie again.
right. Because I've actually over the years I've bought 3 copies.
That one is gonna be an 8.5.
Wow.
Now the one I was talking about, y'all could have got a 10 on it, but none of y'all didn't have it on there. E.T. Y'all could have got a 10. And E.T. was on there. That's one of my favorites.
I mean, it's
E.T.
definitely a classic movie,
classic.
but I mean, I wouldn't even crack that in my top 25. You know,
Man, it was a classic, but to me, it was entirely too slow.
Right, it was slow, but you got to remember, like, when was that made?
I'll Google it. I don't mind doing that.
I'm right. So I'm curious as to like what was one of the first Alien
82.
movies, because like he was like really, I feel like ahead of the Alien game.
Yeah, I mean, it's Spielberg. So I mean, he was always kind of ahead of.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I think before that in the 70s, didn't he do what was it, the of the third kind, something of the third kind?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah. Didn't Spielberg do that too?
I don't remember.
All right, so what was your first movie that gave you nightmares?
Oh,
okay. I'm gonna go back to when I was 5. The original Nightmare on Elm Street. I told my mom I'm gonna be
directed by Steven Spielberg.
I told my mom I'm gonna be brave to watch it. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
I would have to say Elm Street as well, Freddy. That's why it's one of my top horror movies. You know, because of that nostalgia feel for the creepiness.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised there was 2 movies that I'm surprised David didn't mention in here, but it's probably in his top 25. Hellraiser and then Friday the 13th. I didn't hear it.
Well, Friday the 13th, this whole series was just so all over the place.
Dude, okay, so I'm gonna go on record as saying this. The Hellraiser movies didn't start getting good until part 2.
No, I can't agree with that. The first one,
and I'm gonna say this: the only reason why, and I'll give you my reason, and then you can pick it apart. Just remember what you're gonna do. Again, you know, you didn't get to see you know, Pinhead and the Cenobites until closer to the end. The ending itself was really weird because, you know, back then they didn't know if they were going to make a part 2. So you had that weird, like the house got destroyed and then that crazy bat creature flew off. That never got paid off. You know, Hellraiser Hell on Earth, to me, you know, she was in the mental institute and, you know, you got the Chenard Cenobite and you got to actually see what Leviathan was, and you got to see in the maze world, you know, into the,
Yeah. Well,
that's what I meant by really kicked off. Like once there was a part 2, then you're like, oh shit, the gloves are off.
It was all honesty, like 1 and 2 were the only ones to me that were actually really good. 3,
dude, they got fucking weird later.
3 was kind of subpar. I mean, it was serviceable. After that, I think the whole series just went to shit.
Dude, have you seen
any of the newer ones?
Did you see the remake? What did you think of the remake?
The remake.
Yeah, they remade the first one.
The main guy.
They remade
with the chick.
Yeah, with the chick.
I enjoyed it. To me, it wasn't the same though. It was similar, but it wasn't the same.
I know it was supposed to be a soft reboot, but I looked at it as a chapter.
Yeah, definitely. like I said though, it was very similar with the same premise and all, but to me, I didn't consider it a reboot or anything like that. Like you said, it's more of an extension of a different
Right.
variation of it.
And not every movie I like that, because we've talked
Well,
about several movies and I'm just like,
yeah.
nah, I'm not a
I think
fan. And you're
I think in that one though, they just kind of rushed through a lot of stuff just to be able to
right,
get that shock factor in there for all this
right,
different
right.
things. Now, I did like how they explained the configurations a little bit more. I
Yeah.
thought that was really interesting. You know, the lament configuration, and then there was other configurations. I thought
Right.
that was very interesting, but I mean, it was still. I don't. When I say the first and second one, and then the third one was okay, and the rest was shit, I really don't put that in with that
Oh, dude.
assumption because
Hellraiser Hell on Earth was freaking scary as hell. Well, okay, so it was sort of a
which one
letdown
was
because
that?
that was where he was trapped in the pillar from the end of the second one,
Yeah, that's
and
the third one.
that nightclub guy. Yeah, Hell on Earth. Yeah,
See, and I didn't think that one was all
I
that
didn't.
great.
No, you're right.
Know?
I didn't really dig that one because they didn't have similar Cenobites. They were new Cenobites.
No, and I get that, but they were kind of
Subpar.
cheesy.
Yeah, like the CD guy and the
camera guy.
the camera, yeah, the barbed wire bartender guy.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty creepy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that.
Stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So, Bruce, what was your first movie that gave you nightmares?
Dude, I'm telling you. So this movie haunted me for my childhood and my early adult life, and it wasn't until I got home
when you're talking about.
It wasn't until I got home and tracked this movie down and watched it that I was like, it was almost full circle. So one of the first movies I ever remember watching as a kid, and one of the first movies that really gave me nightmares as a kid, was a movie from 1972 called Gargoyles.
I knew that's what you were going with.
This movie, like, it was made in 72, so you can almost imagine the special effects. I think it was also where I started falling in love with movies where you could see like the zippers on costumes and really just like the cheesy, like D-rated horror movies.
Yeah.
But like, so my grandparents, they lived in Black Rock, and their farm was there was a rock quarry that back in like the 70s or 60s, they hit a underground river and it flooded the rock quarry. So you could actually go, and if you had scuba diving equipment, you could actually go down and like check out like the rock like haulers and the excavators and stuff. So that was kind of trippy. But so this movie Gargoyles is like these guys are like on rocks and stuff. And one of the first nightmares that I can ever remember having was like being over there at the rock quarry and like these gargoyles coming out of the rocks, and it was wild.
Later, Sam.
Oh, hey, real quick, Sam. Yeah, Return to Oz was in fact nightmare fuel. It was Fairuza Balk's very first official movie that she was ever in.
Who?
She played Fairuza Balk, the one of the goth chicks from The Craft. She was also Vicky Valancourt.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Her name always escapes me.
Right. But yeah, Gargoyles. It was to me, it was, and this, okay, so it's weird. Like the Sci-Fi Channel actually used to have horror movies on and not just like reality shows and stuff like that. Friday night, they would have their Moonlight matinees, and like at 11:30 to 12, they would play like a classic horror movie. So this had to have been like a super cut rerun because it came out in 72. I think it came out in 72. And it had to have been like 86 or 87 when I watched this movie at my grandparents' house. I swear to God, every time I went to my grandparents' house, I never slept because this movie scared me that much.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never had one get me that bad. But...
Well, I mean, I was born in 83. What was that?
What?
That noise. Sounded like a monster growling or something. Anyways,
It's a gargoyle.
It's a gargoyle shit. So I was born in 83, so 86 or 87, I was 3 or 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the very first movies that I can remember. So like being that young, it was a trip. And I didn't even watch the whole thing. Like the parts that I saw that I remember, I guess just like stuck into my head. So when I got out of the Marine Corps and moved back home, something like I was trying to track this movie down, and I remember Googling like in 2008 or 2009. I remember Googling movie with gargoyles on rocks. And like I scrolled through and scrolled through and scrolled through, and finally I found this movie and I watched it on YouTube. And then I was like, I gotta find this movie. I have to own this movie. This was the start of my brain rot, I guess. And Hastings, I had to order it from Hastings in Jonesboro, and it got delivered.
Too.
Yeah, me too. It got delivered to the Jonesboro Hastings, and I remember going and buying it, and like the whole way home, I was like a giddy little like schoolgirl, like a happy little kid on Christmas. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get this home. Dude, I got it home and I put it in the DVD player and I played it and I watched the whole movie. And when I was done, I was like, fucking bitch. What are you scared of? You scared of gargoyles? Look at you. It's almost like I was punking myself in the mirror. How dare you be afraid of that movie?
Roland, did you say what yours was?
No, he didn't.
No,
because Bruce has been talking for the last 15 minutes.
Dude called me out. I had to do it.
Mine was Pumpkinhead.
Ooh,
really?
Yeah. That movie
Dude.
terrifies me too.
I can see that if being when you're younger and all like that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, not Roland. David, like you would think that Pumpkinhead would scare you because like dude, it was a swamp witch that like brought the Pumpkinhead to life.
I lived in North Louisiana. All right. I lived out in the swamps.
All right, what mini swamps where you were from?
One movie you'll agree to this day is Candyman. I could never go past a mirror and like, oh God.
Yeah, the original Candyman was genuinely creepy. But let's go back to this Pumpkinhead thing.
Yeah.
What?
What about it? Yeah, what about, was it just the creature design?
Dude, yes, he was fucking horrifying.
Especially for the time frame it came out.
As a kid, yeah.
Yeah, and so when I first watched this, we lived like in a little camper trailer out in the middle of the woods.
Oh man, yeah, that's
Oh, man.
Yeah, that'll get you. That's a recipe for nightmare fuel. If I've ever, the wind blows just right and a tree branch stretches the top. Oh God, Pumpkinhead, fuck. I get it. I'm not making fun at all. I'm sympathizing.
I am.
Listen, though, like, okay, so and then second, like the second was Jason, and the reason why is because if my dad at the time was actually built like a brick shit house, and this motherfucker outside in a Jason mask with a fucking flannel shirt and everything, standing there. Yes, dude, asshole! Like, scarred the fuck out of me.
I can definitely see Rat doing that. Sad thing is, I did the same shit to Casey.
Dude, okay. I think it's a rite of passage of every dad to do that. So I did that with my kids. We lived up in South Bend, Indiana, and we were watching a werewolf movie. I can't even remember what. It might have been Silver Bullet. And we had, in my house, I had 2 bathrooms. Like the front bathroom was connected to the laundry room. And you could go into that bathroom through the laundry room, but there was also a door at the hallway. So, dude, I bought this cool werewolf mask and gloves from Walmart earlier that day, and we were all sitting down with the kids watching it. At the time, it was just Logan and Caden, and they were like maybe 4 and 6 years old.
We're horrible human beings.
Oh, dude, it was great. Like, and I was pumping them full of like Kool-Aid and shit, and like right before Logan got up to go to the bathroom, I was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna go take the trash out," and then dude, I went through the kitchen and went out the laundry room door to the outside, but I didn't go out. I just opened the door and closed it. And then I went into the bathroom and put that shit on. And when Logan went into the bathroom, he turned that light on. I swear to God, he shit himself like 6 times, dude. It was literally the greatest and worst thing ever. Like, as soon as he started freaking out, I had to take the mask off. I wasn't going to chase him around the house, but yeah, he was.
If Fred did that to a kid, they'd be like, "Oh no, it's the Blob."
That movie, when did that movie come out? 1973?
God,
The
that
Blob.
Oh no, it was a joke about you being fat.
That was
Dude, how about Attack from the Killer Tomatoes?
Dude, classic movie. So horrible. It spawned video games. It spawned a cartoon.
And 1,000 other movies.
Yes.
Like,
dude, that ranks up there with like Rubber or Teeth.
right, and all of them, all those weird cheesy ones got that from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I would even go as far to say as like maybe like every trauma movie ever made.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
It's so dumb.
I think that was from the cartoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to see the Gingerbread Man movie.
The Ginger
Dead Man.
Yeah, Ginger Dead Man. I still want.
We had that app for like a year.
Gary Busey was great in those movies.
All right, hey, you want to do my question of the day?
Yeah,
yeah. Before we get off of here, Roland's question of the day.
All right, this one's gonna be a little bit different.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather be reincarnated in the past, present, or future? And why?
Do you get to keep the knowledge you have now?
I mean, you only keep it for, what, till you're 6?
I don't know.
They said like you start losing if you were reincarnated, you only had like your certain age before you.
Honestly,
well, it's about the time that you like. I've heard and I've read different articles on it, but they say like once you start learning like your motor function skills, like walking and crawling and talking, you start to unlearn. If there was knowledge from a past life, you would start to unlearn that, and your brain would make space for the new stuff, which was really the old stuff, so to speak.
In all honesty, I would probably have to say the past, just because it was a little bit simpler.
How far back? Like you can go reincarnated anywhere.
I would probably say around the same time as I was born. I don't think I would want to go back any farther than that. Basically, we bridge, between simple times into the technological age and stuff. I feel like that art, learning things on a curve, like you're not just exposed to it immediately. We learned on a curve. I think that honestly, that's where what I would do.
All right, I can see that. So we're being reincarnated, not like travel to that time with the same knowledge.
No, you are being born in whatever era you want.
Back in my day, we rode.
I would say
truck.
I would say probably the 60s, and the reason being, like say it was like mid 60s, like 65.
So he could be cast in Silver Bullet.
No. So like the reason I say that, like, let's say I'm gonna put a year to it, like 65. So 65 to 70, I'm 5 years old. 70 to 80, I'm 15 years old. And then I'm old enough to be a teenager and a young adult through the 80s. I absolutely love the 80s. I mean, I understand it was the decade of excess, or the decade of greed. Dude, the music, the culture, the just the everything, to me, the 80s was the greatest decade that ever was, and then followed by the 90s. So I mean, everything after Y2K just started, like, wake up every day, shit to bed. Wake up every day, shit to bed.
That's gross.
It is gross, but I mean, it's a very accurate statement, though, I would say.
Fred?
That one is tough.
I don't know if he can hear you.
That one is tough because
Fred?
I think it's
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get that.
All right, Fred.
I did agree with Bruce on the certain things he just said. The 90s, if I can go back.
No, you'd be born.
Huh?
When would you be born?
I would definitely pick the 90s.
So you'd be born in the 90s?
Yeah, I want to be born. Yeah, I would definitely want to be born in the 90s. You know.
That way you'd be closer to the kids' ages that he hangs out with.
Not in a bad way. All the fours of followers.
I wasn't insinuating like pedophilia or anything like that.
No, definitely not.
Because the music was good.
Oh,
but
dude,
you'd be a little kid.
The music was good?
Yeah,
in the 90s?
Yeah, the music was good.
Oh, dude, it was the birth of some of the best music.
Now,
like
the music
70s,
but then you
70s,
got
80s, and 70s, 80s, and 90s is where it was.
Early
at.
90s. Early 90s.
Yeah, like up to 92 or 93.
And sometimes we still listen to 90s music in the vehicle anyway. Yeah. Sometimes.
I do my absolute damnedest to not listen to any music that came out from like.
Now I do like 102 point. I can't say it. I know.
Are you not Britney Spearing?
No.
No. Okay, so it's weird. Look, so it's weird. Like that type of music, like the pop music from like when I was a teenager, like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, all those people. Like back then, I like crapped on all their music, but I guarantee right now, if I'm flipping through the channel and one of those songs come on, I know every single word, and I'd probably sing along with it.
Yep. Yes, so do I.
I do it especially when my kids are in the car, just to
embarrass them.
Just to embarrass them. When it's
I have to put it down back. Backstreet Back.
Everybody be like, why are you still listening to that?
Roland.
Y'all, this could be. I would want to be reincarnated in the medieval ages.
So when dinosaurs were born?
Medieval,
dude,
not prehistoric.
You know,
so
like,
you want to be in the era when they didn't have toilet paper?
You know, there's a lot more to it. Like, listen, I have a really crazy fascination with medieval times.
Yeah.
And
dude, never got a chance to go to that place, but I heard it was awesome. The restaurant, Medieval Times.
Stewie Griffin time machine, so that way we can go back and see what it was like.
I would really want to actually try becoming a knight.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or die by some weird fucking disease that they didn't have a cure for.
Get a paper cut and you die at 30.
The mortality here. Oh, what happened to ye old Roland? Oh, you didn't hear. Woke up, stubbed his toe, and passed away. Sad event.
Oh, you got your arm ripped off? Spread some ketchup on it.
I had a headache. Well, let me just put a hole in your temple.
That'll fix
Let's
everything.
drain the pressure.
Yeah, you get your arm ripped off, you just duct tape it, be like, I'm fine.
There was no
Don't
duct
worry.
tape
Right.
back then. There was no duct
There
tape
was no
back
duct
then.
tape? Oh,
Not in the medieval times.
Medieval
oh.
Like with
Nowadays-
knights and dragons and shit.
90s.
Nowadays,
dumb
duct tape
shit.
don't hardly work for nothing.
Like
anyway.
like with knights and dragons and shit.
Yeah. If it was left up to me, if I get a cut on my forehead, I'm just gonna duct tape it.
Why would
That's
you?
what I would
I'm
do.
gonna put duct tape on it.
Super glue too.
I'm just gonna put
I'm
duct tape.
gonna duct tape my forehead.
I'm gonna put peroxide on it and then duct tape and be like, I'm good.
No, you would. You'd
Super-
be whining
super
to me.
glue.
Take me to the doctor. I'd be like,
So I think super glue would be funnier because then, like, what if he like super glued his hand to his forehead?
let me make sure
What?
it stays together.
Then
shit.
perpetually he would be shielding himself from the sun.
people think something wrong with me. I go in
Oh, trust me, people already think
I'll
something wrong
I'll
with you.
go in Walmart and I'll be at my forehead like they'll be like, "Oh, you okay? You need aspirin?" No, I don't need no aspirin.
He's some aspartame.
Why? Why are you holding your head? Oh yeah, it's a long story.
It's a long story. Yeah.
Oh,
And if the doctor tell me the only way we can get your head from there, we gotta take your hand off. I'm be like,
That's what my
nope.
makeup for.
I'm be like, nope, you're not
No,
taking
it
my
ain't.
hand off.
It ain't. Are you looking for that big makeup kit? It ain't in there.
It's so weird when a grown man has to find his kid.
What's up?
Nothing.
No, go ahead and say it. I do a character called Beetle Bruce, so yeah, I do wear
I
makeup.
fucking know you do.
Hey, it's in that bag right there.
I know it's just a weird conversation to have with your wife.
Right. It's my daughter.
Or your daughter. Yeah,
Yeah, it's in that.
Let's go
You gotta
let's go
you
find
gotta
the makeup
unzip the big
together.
thing.
No, Bruce would do that. He would show up at their school with makeup on. Bruce will do it. I know Bruce.
Listen, but yeah, it's because it's one of those points to where like we're at the age now to where we
Told
know
you.
who we are and what we are, and so that wouldn't matter. Just like that time that me and David held hands in Walmart. Oh,
Yeah.
embarrassed the shit out of Colby. He was like, "Oh my god, really?"
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
great.
Did you guys ask him if he was going to sing the My Two Dads song?
We
My two
tried
dads,
we
my
tried
two
skipping.
dads.
We did. I couldn't.
We
skip.
tried skipping, but we both almost dislocated a knee. So yeah.
Oh, dude, Roland, can you imagine the medieval times with your knees?
Oh.
Oh no, you're reincarnated.
It
so
wouldn't be
you have-
any different than I'm in right now.
No. So you're reincarnated, so you'll have new knees
Right.
to mess up again.
And then we'll be calling him, run, Roland, run.
Oh,
He'll
dude,
be-
like
he'll be
Roland
there.
could run so fast, he would have to with all them dragons around there.
But that's like so. I really got into this thing. It was called SCA, Society of Creative Anachronisms,
Yeah.
and I really want to get back into that once I start getting some sort of free time. And
God, don't get me started, Roland. Jeez,
buying full armor and actually doing battles and stuff.
dude.
It was crazy.
I watch these MMA fights on YouTube where they're in full knight armor.
That's what it is. They have
It's
regulations.
crazy.
Full armor now. Like one of the things was called the Gulf Wars, and it's people from all around the United States there. And at one point, there's like 2,000 people on each side, just full on, and they take
I think that's called LARPing.
no, fuck no.
It's
This is
live
war.
action role playing.
No, fuck no.
You know, with
So
the
they had
foam,
these-
with the foam swords. They're called.
No, they're not.
They're called.
These are
boffer
not
swords.
foam swords. I'm gonna fucking
Just
hit
playing.
you.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
We were at this one where they were shooting. Well, they made arrows out of PCP pipes and tennis balls, and they were shooting them out of crossbows, but they were from car springs. Fucking hitting people, dislocating their shoulders.
Shit.
Yeah, dude, it was cool. And then
Dude, let me tell you what. No
It's
way in hell is somebody gonna shoot an arrow at me.
Well, it was a PCP pipe with a tennis ball.
It'll be like, what's that movie is where they shot the arrow in the
All right, my
sky?
signal is shit in the bed.
Where
Sorry,
they
well,
shot-
I'm all glitchy, guys.
Where they shot the arrow in the sky and they say, run.
Oh my god, it was grown-ups.
Grown up.
But listen,
we should do that.
their armor is so good. They were in a resurrection battle. It ended up taking like 2 hours. They were in the middle of the field and they were like snakes. So they came across this little bed of like copperheads. This person, their full armor, just walking through, popping their heads off. I think we're gonna be able to bite him because he's wearing full steel armor.
Good lord.
I wish we were still back in that time, like where there was dragons at. I would love to ride a dragon. That would be cool. Yeah. And Bruce just froze.
Yeah. But I think this is
I
a
was
good
just
time.
joking.
Yeah,
I think this is I think it's a good time to wrap it up because I'm hungry. So, Fred, you are starting.
Okay, everybody. Remember, if you go to the store, get more than one loaf of bread.
Hey, you
Stop
fuck
being-
dick.
Don't buy up all
Stop
the don't buy up all
stop
the damn
being-
loaf of bread, people. Don't listen to
Stop
Fred.
being cheap.
Fuck you, Fred.
Buy
Y'all being-
one loaf, buy one freaking 12 to 24 pack of toilet paper. Don't be a dick. There's
Can you
enough for
boot-
everybody.
Can you boot him? Fuck him.
Sorry.
Lord. Good.
All right, y'all.
All right.
I'll sign
I'm
off.
cutting out real bad, so I'll go next. If you guys can vote for me, vote daily. Face of Horror 2024.
Okay.
All right. Well, y'all, for the people who watch and rewatch the show, if they don't catch it live, I will be signing off for at least 2 weeks. And y'all, I love you guys, and I will be on every chance that I get. Obviously, I get my schedule a month in advance, so I will make sure that I let you know when I can be on.
All right. So we are going to get out of here. We appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Y'all have a good night.